Not bad. A little hot, a little sweet, just like me.
Hurry up and start. God damn. That was the worst.
That was the best.
You complimented yourself in such a gross way.
That was the best intro.
Hot and sweet. Stupid. Well, hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Best of Five featuring me and hot, cute Chris.
No, I'm hot and sweet.
A hot and sweet Chris.
Hot and sweet, just like this whiskey.
He's going to make himself a new restaurant called Chris's Hot and Sweet Sauce.
I can do that.
And it's like you sell everything, but the main thing is the hot and sweet sauce that you put on everything.
And it's just like a white viscous liquid.
you can only get it at your store. People can bring in their own food.
Oh, you bring in their own food and
It's
just
like
sell the
here's some
sauce.
tamales, and you just your hot and sweet sauce is so good. People want to put all over them,
All right.
all over their food.
Well,
Chris is hot and sweet.
yeah. Anyway, that's kind of gross. Anyway, how are you, G?
You know when you put something in the name. Sorry, I'm good, but you know when you put in the hat is restaurant names.
Okay. Put it in the hat.
I got the best one.
Put it in the hat.
I don't have a
Ooh.
but I'm good. I'm a little delirious today.
Oh, yeah? Why is that? Why are you all Eddie Murphy?
I wish I was Eddie Murphy. No, I'm more of like the actual word.
Delirious?
Yes.
Or Murphy?
That's a word?
Yeah. Huh?
I thought you just made it up.
Huh?
How are you?
Not too bad. Still can't breathe because,
Hot and-
springtime. Oh, I
and
figured
sweets.
out a fun fact today. The Rockies are moving all beer sales to the end of the 8th inning.
Everyone is.
Yeah, that's wild.
There's this huge, there's actually pictures of upset about it.
Really?
He's like, I thought the whole point of moving it to the 7th inning is so people can sober up and drive home. He's like, so wouldn't it make sense to do it by the end of the 6th, not the 8th?
Yeah, they're moving it the wrong direction.
Yeah.
I guess. But at the same time,
I mean, they don't care about people, dude.
well, they're still selling this beer for the exact same amount of time. It's just the games are shorter, so the time between not selling beer and selling beer is shorter.
Yeah, which in turn would be like, well, someone could probably totally drive drunk by then. But I mean,
they're going to. If you get that smashed at a baseball game, you're not going to sober up in 2 innings.
Yeah, no, you're not wrong.
Let's be for real.
No, for sure. But at the same time, I think that's kind of like what the morale of it was, right? It's like we had to stop alcohol sales for the sake of the safety of our patrons, and then they're just like, yeah, let's just move it up because
I thought it was more so stop alcohol sales so they can just get people the fuck out of there. They're like, oh wait, hold on, I gotta finish my beer. Ew, no.
So they just made the problem worse.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I was like, that's dumb, but whatever.
I don't know. Doesn't matter.
They gotta get that bank, dude.
Glory, Man United.
All right, let's simmer down. Rockies are doing fine.
They're doing their goal of 500.
They're 500 of 500.
Wow. Yeah, that's our goals right there. So that's where we wanted to be. So thanks, Dick Montfort, for that wonderful
so
thing.
They're 2,500.
Oh well, fuck. We're not doing. We're doing worse than what our.
Yeah, I was like, you're not good at math. I probably have to break that one down for you.
Again,
They're 500 of 500.
Again, I'm delirious.
Yeah. Anyway, moving on.
Fuck.
Round one.
All right, Chrissy Poo. What do we got for the first subject?
The first subject is 2023 life predictions.
That's a terrible announcer voice.
That's not an announcer voice. That's a narrator voice.
Sounds like someone who's
Dumbass.
sick.
You're a dumbass. I just always sound like this.
First subject. That's what she said. It's like, all right, what was the subject? Sorry.
No, I don't want to do it anymore. I quit.
2023 predictions.
Life predictions.
Life predictions.
2023 life predictions.
Like what you think? What I think is going to happen for the rest of the year?
Yeah, what do you think you're going to accomplish this year?
Absolutely nothing.
That's fair.
Did we start a timer?
No?
Bruh.
Because I said I quit. Do you not remember me saying that? I remember I said it. Roll the clip. Sorry. No, I don't want to do it anymore. I quit. 2020.
I only listen to you 5% of the time.
That's fair. I wasn't ready. Okay, go.
Absolutely nothing. Moving on.
Done. I don't know. There's a lot of projects that are in the works that I think will be really cool and will help us push forward to the end of the year into next year. So
Hopefully.
we just have to dial in those projects and negotiate proper terms and rates and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, it's some business shit. I fucking hate business.
I love it. I think it's so fascinating. Like we're trying to pitch right now to go run a week-long event basically. And
2 weeks technically.
Well, 2 weeks. Yeah, it's 13 days. But they just got back to us today. and I haven't really like read over the email too much, but it's pretty much what we said with like +1 thing on it. So we have to figure that out.
I probably should look at that. I have no idea what you're talking about.
But it's fine. It's fine.
All right,
we'll
cool.
we'll talk about that. We'll talk about that later. But yeah, so it's like we're almost there, like getting actual business and actual influence, because we're gonna take that and then just invest in it. So if we do the same thing next year, it's just gonna be better, and we can charge more.
I guess on a personal level, one of the things I hope happens is I cry tears of joy because the Nuggets won the Larry O'Brien trophy.
Is that best in the? What is Larry O'Brien?
That's all of it.
What do you mean all of it?
All of it. They win it all. They won the season. They won the playoffs.
Oh, I'm getting confused with the hockey trophy for being best in the league. Is that the same thing?
No, it's a different thing.
Okay. Because you know how like the Avalanche
call the LA. That's probably. I hope it's Larry O'Brien. I want to sound like a
yeah. So yeah, I was getting it confused because there's a trophy if you have like the best record in the NHL, you get the President's Cup or whatever. That's what I was thinking of in my head.
Oh yeah, no, I'm thinking about the Nuggets actually winning the entire thing.
Winning the final.
I will really literally cry if they do.
That's not going to happen. So have fun not crying.
I mean, I think they'll make it to the finals.
I don't.
I really think they'll make it to the finals. I just don't know if they can beat any of the Eastern teams.
I think they'll make it to division finals.
No, they'll make it to the Western Conference Finals and win, and they'll make it to the NBA Finals and hopefully win.
Yeah.
I honestly think that they have a team to win to make it to the NBA Finals. I just don't know if they can beat
how I said division in its conference. Fucking baseball ruined my brain.
Yeah, stupid baseball.
So I think they'll make it to the conference final, but I don't know if they'll pull it off.
You haven't even watched a game this year.
I've watched a lot of games via you.
No faith.
Yeah, I can read. I read articles about them all the time.
Okay, you're probably reading like Stephen A. Smith and ESPN and not actually like...
No, it's BuzzFeed.
Oh, God damn it.
10 reasons why Jokic should be MVP for the 3rd time in a row.
Oh, God. Is that an actual article?
No, I literally just made that up.
I could totally see that being a thing.
That totally sounds like a real thing.
2023 is the year that BuzzFeed dies. God, I hope so.
No, definitely not. They're too strong.
They literally just get all the information from Reddit.
Yeah, they steal all their ideas from Reddit, and then they take like the most obscure idea and just like write a listicle about it.
Like BuzzFeed used to be cool when it first started, and then it like just immediately wasn't.
Yeah, I guess.
It was the internet, man. That was the golden age of
yeah, what was that? The chive. You remember the chive and how everybody was all about it?
Keep calm and
keep calm and chive on or something, and that was just like glorified Reddit.
That was glorified.
Wasn't that a Colorado company?
No, that's a Austin company.
Oh, okay.
Their headquarters is in Austin.
I thought it was headquartered in Boulder.
They were like the previous.
I guess like Austin, Barstool, Boulder, same thing. Yeah, pretty much.
Barstool sucks now. It always has.
I thought Barstool was okay. Like they have some stuff on Barstool that's still pretty funny.
Barstool, I just realized was just not for me because I wasn't wide enough to get it. Maybe
you're just not smart enough to get it.
So wide enough, yeah.
Sure.
That's fine. Yeah, because they're the smart ones.
I guess. But like, they have that one dude who does interviews with the mustache and the long hair. It's pretty funny. I forget his name off the top of my head.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
So yeah, that's my sports future. I'm hoping that we get to pick up the Larry O'Brien trophy. I think if there's any year, it's this year, but I won't talk about it because no one watches the Nuggets.
I mean, if they could, they probably would.
Women's World Cup. I think the U.S. women's might take it again, although it's going to be pretty hard because they just lost one of their best players to a knee injury in a friendly.
Ooh,
that sucks. Yeah.
Ooh.
2023 Morgan's career. How's that going to
go? Probably fine.
You think she's going to get any accolades?
I mean, not
find out where she's going to go, right?
Yeah, hopefully finalize a college. That would be super sweet. Getting that dialed in before senior year, which is a goal of athletes usually, but yeah, we'll see.
What's you're going to be what, 34?
Yes. I'm going to be 34.
You're going to be 34. Any predictions for your birthday and then whatever falls afterwards?
Not really. I think there's a Rockies game on my birthday, so I think I'm going to try and go to that. But other than that, that's all I'm really trying to do for that.
When's your birthday again? August.
Wow.
14th?
Nope.
11th?
Nope.
It's a double digit.
Correct.
It's either the 19th.
Aren't they all double digits if you put a 0 first?
I mean, no, because the zeros mean there's nothing there, so it's a single digit.
But it's still a digit.
It's not a digit.
It just has no value. It's a digit that equals 0.
If it's by itself, yeah. So therefore, there is no value in 0. So therefore, it's not a digit.
But
if
it is a digit.
If it's after a digit,
I think you're confusing what a digit actually is.
Anywho, the 17th. No, that's my birthday. You're the 15th.
Nope.
16th.
Nope.
You're definitely part of like the teenths.
Nope.
Are you ifs? Are you the ifs?
I'm not even gonna answer that.
August 21st.
What are you doing for your birthday?
Probably nothing.
That's fair. Because last year, what'd you do for your birthday last year? Did you go somewhere?
Nothing.
I thought you went on a trip last year for.
Well,
your
we went to
birthday.
our honeymoon, so it doesn't. count as my
Oh,
birthday.
that's what it
So
was.
It was a week after.
Yeah, okay. So that was my bad. Because I was like, you went somewhere for your birthday, but it's like no, you went somewhere for your honeymoon that just was around your birthday.
Yeah.
Because it was after, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's right.
They went to Alaska.
I remember. And you couldn't even watch the Northern Lights because it was too fucking cloudy the whole
I
time.
swear, I think I saw one.
The whole point was to go watch them and like take pictures and shit. You
Yeah,
couldn't
like
even
so.
see it.
So we technically split like the half of it. So it's like, well, half of it, let's do like what I really want to see, and the other half was like what Heather wanted to see. And so the first half we drove up north, and like it was just cloudy the entire day, so we weren't able to see anything. And like I was driving at like 2 a.m, like up north, just to see if I can catch anything. And the rain was so bad, and I was freaking the fuck out. I was like, dude, there's so much wildlife here that if I don't see it, I'm gonna hit something for sure.
Yeah, as you're
like-
trying to stare up at the sky.
Yeah,
driving
like
down
we're
the
just
road.
gonna turn around. I took our camera and just like try to get like long exposures, and all you just saw there was just gray.
Yeah,
It was just like fucking.
those look like
cloudy.
my pictures.
Stupid.
All just gray.
We'll get you there.
Yeah.
We got you an upgrade.
That's fine.
So yeah, so Rocky's game for your birthday.
Yeah, that's really, I don't know, man. I haven't really thought about this year because, like, again, like going back to business shit, I literally have to take it like a week at a time sometimes.
I think my goal for this
Just
year,
shit's so randomly busy all the time.
my goal for this year is to either run or host or do something in 10 events.
Okay.
I think so far I'm at 3.
Oh, like the events that you've been doing?
Yeah, so
Yeah,
whether,
okay,
whether
okay.
it be like through us, whether it be like through like our production company, through myself, just having like 10 events that are just like either coordinated by me or I'm just like a part of like making that work. Mm-hmm. And then going from there, and just like growing from like rawness to like something big. So we are with 3.
You
out
can
of-
join the Blues Jam committee and just
No, I'm
count
good.
that. Well,
I'm not a blues musician, so I apparently have to be required to be one, right?
I mean, I'm not either.
I can do a really good harmonica.
You could try. Sounds like cats fucking. Anyway,
That's what harmonicas sound like. Yeah.
they definitely don't. Let us know what your predictions for 2023 are. So let's move on.
Round 2.
All right, you guys. Question number 2,
Question.
or subject number 2.
Wow, it's only 106 episodes in and you're making goofy mistakes like that, bud.
What if it's a question?
It's not a question
It's not
because
a
I can read
question.
it from here.
It simply says buying stuff sucks. Buying stuff sucks.
Buying stuff does suck. Like
You know what
it's
sucks is you and your damn.
yeah. I
camera,
said I
bro.
quit. Do you not remember? Roll the clip.
Sorry.
No, I don't want to do it anymore. I quit.
2020.
Because buying stuff sucks. It's always that, always that spending all that money on something and you're super unsure about it and how much other stuff you could have bought with it, but instead you bought one thing.
So what
and
he's
you're
talking
just like,
about is what he's talking about is pretty much his buyer's remorse.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's a thing that I can never ever get out of.
Yeah,
I will
I
immediately.
wrote this for G.
I immediately will regret buying something, even if I feel like I deserve it, because I don't feel like I deserve anything in this life. Because life is pointless.
Wow,
and
that got
meaningless,
sad.
and everything's just gonna go when you go. So what the fuck's the point?
Okay,
So that's what buying stuff sucks.
well, that got really dark, but
No, but
but yeah, we bought a new camera.
we bought a new camera, and it doesn't matter because we're gonna die in one day, and then it's gonna go to dust, and
We're gonna die in one day or
Yes.
die one day.
we're gonna die in one day.
Oh, it's like that weird movie.
Yes. No. So okay.
One day.
I just think it's hard because I feel like we were always taught. At least, I don't know about Chris, but I think in my family we were always taught like, don't buy things that aren't necessary. But then that just kind of comes down to just like nothing's necessary.
Yeah, but then yeah,
Besides
that's
like,
like
food and like clothing. But even like clothing isn't necessary. It's like why buy the expensive shit if it's just.
just clothing
Yeah.
to keep you warm. You know.
So yeah, I remember the first time I actually felt buyer's remorse, like cold heartedly was when I bought my first Apple Watch.
Oh, really?
It was the first time I was like, I'm gonna get something that's like up to date. Like I just want something that's just like me, and like I know I'm gonna like this. And as soon as I bought it, I looked at Armando. I was like, dude, what the fuck did I just do? And he's like, dude, fucking stop. And I was like,
Yeah.
well, no, man, like I just spent like $300 that I barely had. It's like, well, did you, like you'll figure it out? I was like, okay.
Well, I mean, like when we literally started this company, I remember we like literally bought all the shit, and then we were sitting there, just on your. I think you were on like the ottoman in the middle, and I was like laying on the couch because of the L shape.
Yeah.
And I was just laying there. I'm like, what the fuck did we just do?
Yeah, I mean it's paid off. I think.
Yeah,
at
it has.
least, well,
some of
not
it.
financially, but it
Yeah.
has paid off in quality. So if you guys can look at this, how this looks now, like this took 3 years to make it look like this.
Yeah, like a B plus
Like
student film.
subpar, yeah, for
Like
sure.
a B plus student film.
Like we definitely would have like a 2.5 in like at our Ames class right now for how terrible this
yeah,
looks.
probably.
But that with that being said, like I'm trying to get better about actually appreciating the shit that I have, and also I know the more I buy things, the more I need to be able to use them.
Yeah, because I mean, we're coming up on the second year of just actually officially being a business. And the first year was a different, like, it wasn't a difficult learning curve, but it wasn't easy. And then now coming into this year, we have a better idea of what we need to do and what stuff we need. So I think just having a plan for the future helps me, like, be able to spend money on like a new camera and I'm not feel like shit about it.
But here's the problem: is I think we're also getting to the point right now where we're overstretching ourselves.
Yeah.
And so now, like the next challenge is like, okay, how do we hire someone, or how do we like how
Oh yeah, because we're getting busy enough where
like we have
two of us kind of sucks.
like we technically have like a 3-camera setup right now that we can totally use for this podcast, but like running audio and video and like doing all this is so much more time consuming than just like having one camera.
Yeah, because we can't run the Switch and the soundboard and all that kind of fun
So
shit.
it is
and
true.
trying to entertain you at the same
It
time.
is true when Biggie says "mo money, mo problems."
Yeah.
but I'm pretty sure he's talking about something completely different.
Yeah,
than
that's
what we
very
are.
true.
But yeah, no, it's been stressful, but also really cool to see where we're at. And then just like once you buy that thing, you're just like, now we have to use it. Like by all means, we have to use all the shit that we have. And
Yeah,
so
definitely.
I think we do for the most part. We don't use the stuff that we were like using beforehand.
Yeah, there's some stuff that we don't use anymore, but
Like our first lights, we don't even touch them anymore.
yeah, but those kind of sucked anyway.
No, I mean, they could probably help this set up a little bit.
Yeah, they probably could. But they also got really hot where these lights don't really project heat on you.
But even
like we're
these-
in my room when we were like interim like podcasting and we had those lights and my room would just get so fucking hot.
And what's crazy about these lights is that these lights are already at that point where we're over. Like we probably have to upgrade sooner than later.
Yeah,
because we've already
definitely.
like
Maxed out our capabilities with these ones.
yeah, like I mean they look great. Don't get me wrong. Sorry, lights. I'm not trying to talk shit, but
Watch this.
yeah, it just falls over, just dies. Like oh yeah, go use your old shitty lights. You
Yeah,
piece
go.
of shit.
Piece of shit. I have that some.
Oh come on,
Man, you can't
See,
just like
the producer just sucks at this
Bruh.
too. See, this is why we need an intern. That's right.
But no, it's like you don't understand. There's 3 different sound banks, and I have to click like 5 buttons just to get to a different sound bank.
Okay, so now we got some time. So what's something you really want to get?
Oh, I want to get like a complete live setup to run music. Like have like a 8 to 16 channel like actual mixing board, all the cables, all the like. Well, we kind of already have the speakers that are pretty good. You know, like a nice 2 monitor setup, like legit, like small live performance setup. That's what I want by hopefully next year,
Okay.
but we'll see. Because not only can we use it to like make money, but we can use it for us, and that'll
Yeah.
just be cool.
It's what's so crazy about this industry, man, is that like right now we're not even like we're not even low budget.
Yeah, for real.
You know what I mean? Like our equipment's obviously growing, but like something like the board that we bought like a really cheap board like to like live stream and to kind of like change like channels. If you want like a next level one, it's probably like 10 grand.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. And even the one we got, it wasn't cheap either.
No, it wasn't.
It was just like the base level, basically.
Yeah. It's crazy. Yeah, but even like even lighting rigs like can cost you like up to like $5,000 for like a decent one, and that's not even like, yeah.
Yeah, it's
Well,
ridiculous.
I mean, the cool thing about it is that I think the cool thing is that we have a lot of things that have been kind of mainstreamed into being cheaper, but then because of that, the expectation of quality for professionalism goes up drastically. Because like, oh, if everyone can afford that, then we should be moving on to like, how do we make things look a little bit better?
Yeah, pretty much.
Because everyone's an influencer, you know what I mean? So,
Yeah, that's very true. And like, there's one thing, like seeing some of our peers who are in a similar kind of production area, I definitely think we're staying ahead of them in a lot of our quality and just content in general, and just our, I don't know, I don't want to say skill, but we're pretty good at talking.
yeah,
Like that is a very underrated skill that most people don't realize is actually really hard.
Yeah, we got over our shitty voices pretty quickly.
Yeah.
And then we just were able to carry a conversation a lot better once we're in front of a mic, and I think that helps. So, but buying shit does fucking suck.
Yeah.
It absolutely
Coming
does
back
suck.
to it. But with that being said,
It makes you need to try. It's trying.
yeah, trying sucks.
stupid.
Maybe trying sucks. It's not buying sucks. It's trying sucks.
You ever just wake up and you're just like, man, I don't want to do it.
I don't want to try
I
today.
just don't want to I just want to stay at home. Like I wish I was sick and just stay at home, like sleep all day.
I wish I was sick. All right.
like watch some movies, jerk it a little bit, you know.
Well, let's just skip past that and move
cry in
on
the
to the next
shower.
round.
What else is there?
Round 3.
All right, Chris. Let's,
All right, G.
you guys just do the conversations we had in between these. You guys would be just horrified.
Well, cheers, guys, for episode 106. Hope you saw last week's episode with Jory. Very long episode, very fun. And then the DVD extras that came out on Friday is so long, it's pretty much an episode. So make sure to check that out. We did upload it to all streaming services.
Did you delete it?
I didn't delete it.
You can delete that part.
Oh, I deleted what I was told to delete.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But yeah, make sure to check that out. Anyway, moving on to round 3. First video game.
First video game.
First video game.
Cool.
All right, you go.
Okay, I'll just wait until you start the timer. There you go.
I was literally
All
drinking.
right, first video game. God, the producer sucks today.
Okay, bud.
It's like first video game. So let me tell you about the first time that.
Can you just not touch my shit, please?
Hey, hours.
Nope, it's mine now.
Hours.
Nope. I talked to the board of members or board of trustees, and you're out.
You need a 60% vote on a higher percent, a 60% higher vote on that. So you
Yeah,
got 50.
me and Dakota.
Okay, first of all, Dakota was never
He is now.
inaugurated by me and you.
You need 50% of the vote to bring someone onto the
That's
board.
not how that works when it's a two-person, Sean.
Anyway, first video game.
A two-person, Jesus Christ. That bit
Also, shout out to our boy Dakota. He's awesome.
fuck you, Dakota.
I think you're great, Dakota.
I would marry you, but you're married, so it's fine. And so am I, so it doesn't work out too well. Anyways, first video game. My first video game.
Your first video game was probably like later generations, right? Like a PlayStation 2 or something?
No.
Or PlayStation.
I guess I
forgot.
Are we talking about like the first video game we've played or the first video game that we've owned?
Owned either. I don't know.
So let me go with, because I didn't own my own console until I was about like 9. Mm-hmm. So the first video game I played was Super Mario Brothers.
Yeah, that sounds about right for our age bracket.
Weird, like it was actually in Mexico where the first time I played a video game.
Solid.
Yeah, my cousin had a NES and I was just like, that's really cool. And yeah.
Yeah. I want to say my first video game was Duck Hunt. Because they had the
it was
little
definitely-
laser gun.
Okay, so
Because they had this Mario and Duck Hunt. on
yeah,
the
so I
same
guess
one.
we're technically would be both of them too. Yeah.
Yeah.
The stupid dog was my favorite.
Everybody just blast him.
Yeah, then you get all pissed and you'd lose the game.
Yeah. What about the
Amazing.
first video game that you beat?
First video game that I beat. So I actually did a lot of because I wasn't allowed to play a lot of video games. So then I would just go to my cousin's house and I would just watch him play video games.
Yeah.
So I remember him beating Final Destination 1.
Final Fantasy.
Final Destination 1. Yeah, he didn't die. It was Final Fantasy. I think it was 2. It was like the one that first came out on the PS2.
That's
Like where the graphics were just like phenomenal. It might have been 4. I don't know. Regardless, it's too nerdy for me now, but it was the first one I ever saw him play. The first video game that I had that I actually kind of beat, I guess, would have been Gran Turismo.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Is that like can you beat that game? Or you just win all the races?
Yeah, you just like won a Grand Prix or something like that. I don't
Oh,
know.
interesting. Well, I guess like one of the
I've never beat Mario.
yeah, I beat Mario a lot. Not to flex on you or anything, but yeah, I think one of my first video games that I beat was probably
Oh, that's not true. I know exactly what it is.
like Earthworm Jim or Donkey Kong Country.
No, the first one I beat was Pokemon Yellow.
Okay. Oh, I forgot about Pokemon. Nah, I still beat a game before that. I'm pretty sure because that came out in like I want to say when I was in like 5th grade. So that would be after I've already started jamming on the SNES.
Yeah, no,
Because my brothers were super into video games and they were significantly older than me. So when I was in elementary school, they were like teenagers, like almost 20 teenagers, like late teenagers. So like 17-ish.
Yeah.
So they were always on top of like getting the new console. And
Nice.
one of my brothers sold drugs, I'm pretty sure, so that's probably how we bought it. But still, there was like a unicycle racing game that I fucking loved, and I don't remember beating that because I was playing it one time and my dad was talking to me, and I was ignoring him because I was playing a game, and he got all mad and like I think he threw the game away.
Yeah, I hate
To
that
be
parents. Why the fuck did parents do that?
I don't know.
Or at least our Mexican parents did.
Respect my authority.
My mom threw away my PlayStation because she got mad at me.
No shit.
Yeah,
What the fuck?
I got a traumatic childhood, man. It's great. Rob Zombie.
Solid.
My mom threw all my audio equipment away once because I was listening to Rob Zombie. I was validated though because it's Rob Zombie, but
Yeah, Rob Zombie's sick. I
he
love
is
Rob
sick.
Zombie.
But he sounds super devilish. So I told
Well,
like,
because
when
he
I was
is.
coming as
His name is Zombie.
I mean, that's not devilish. That's just deadliness.
Yeah, I guess.
But yeah, no, I think Pokemon was the first one that I really, really beat.
I would say Pokemon's probably the one. But did anyone actually beat Pokemon?
Yeah.
Like they beat the storyline, but the entire purpose of Pokemon is literally catching all the
Mewtwo.
Pokemon.
And catching Mewtwo.
Yeah, but
Mew.
everyone caught Mewtwo. I don't think you could catch Mew. It was like a glitch to get him, I think, but
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't remember.
But yeah, I remember
Anyway.
that. Yeah, no, it just sucks. Like I definitely came into like video games a lot later into life.
Yeah.
But yeah, so growing up, my uncle used to have one, and so he would have Madden. So I would play Madden all the time.
I played a quarterback club with my brother.
Gross.
Yeah. I still have it. It has like Brett Favre on it from like 99 or something.
When he was cool.
Yeah.
And
When he
that's-
was
and
cool.
not stealing money for Anyways,
You can't say that because he's going to sue us.
oh, what he was allegedly.
Yeah, what he allegedly did. Allegedly.
I mean,
Don't sue us, Mr. Favre.
with your Wrangler jeans, you fuck.
You fav.
No. So also one of the things that he had was a demo because I remember when you used to buy a PlayStation, they would give you a demo of like 5 games to play the first level. So that one had Tekken, it had Crash Bandicoot, and then it had one other one that I can't remember. But
Nice.
yeah, that was I used to play like the first levels of Tekken and Crash Bandicoot.
Yeah,
Eddie Gordo was my boy.
solid. I remember when I got the original Xbox, that came with a game that I absolutely hated. It was like the Jet Set Radio Future. It came with Jet Set Radio Future and Mech Warrior.
Were you a big? Yeah, okay, go.
But like Jet Set Radio Future, like I love Tony Hawk, so I was like, oh, I'm gonna love this game.
Oh yeah, I beat Tony Hawk 3. I forgot about that one.
That's fair. But it was like, I'm gonna love this game. It's gonna be awesome, and I absolutely hated it. And I just played Mech Warrior the entire time.
Nice.
And I smoked everybody at Mech Warrior somehow. I have no idea because that's when Xbox Live came out.
Yeah.
I have no idea how good.
There's a bunch of white kids saying the N word.
This was before that. This predates that.
Oh my god.
But yeah, I have no idea how I was even able to be good at that game.
Dude.
I was good at that game and Tom Clancy's like Ghost Recon or
Were
something.
you a big GoldenEye guy?
Yeah, I played GoldenEye a lot. But
Never
like
really played it.
but like my neighbors, so it was like me, my neighbor, his brother, and they always had a friend that came over, so we did like a nice little 4-way on GoldenEye all the time.
Nice.
Yeah.
You know which game I just remember vividly? There's 2 of them. There was a guy named Mikey who used to live in my neighborhood. And I was only allowed to go to his house because my mom knew his mom.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
didn't have a dad, apparently. So
So were you trying to be his dad or what?
no. So it was
No.
just like my mom was like, yeah, so no guy's going to be able to molest you. We've had this conversation before, but
We've had it on the podcast before.
yeah, exactly. And so he used to play the South Park video game all the time.
Oh, God, I forgot about that game.
He just
My-
pee on a snowball and throw it at people.
Yeah, yeah.
And then the other one was a Pokemon Stadium, and I loved that
Pokemon
game.
Stadium was sick. Did you ever get like the Pokemon Stadium where you could put your Pokemon game in it?
No,
It was like an attachment of Pokemon Stadium that like went into your controller and you can upload your Pokemon into Pokemon Stadium. It was sick, dude.
see.
anyway.
I just didn't have any of that. Like we never had memory cards.
Well, I didn't have that either. That was my rich friend's house.
Yeah, fucking rich friends.
I remember I went to my friend's house to have like a sleepover and I played a Dreamcast for the first time and he had that fish game
Dreamcast was dope.
where it had like a microphone or whatever and you talked to the fish. I forgot it was called like Seaman or something.
I don't know.
Yeah. That game was weird.
There's that one. There's the Punch Out game. I think is what it was called.
Yeah.
It was on Dreamcast.
Well, I played Punch Out on like OG Nintendo
Oh,
or
might have been
Super
that too.
Nintendo.
Yeah, I guess it did.
I don't
have,
remember
like,
which one.
Multi-console things. But yeah, it's one of like the guys like wearing like red, white, and blue. Mm-hmm. You know, short,
What was that?
Afro.
What the fuck was that boxing game for like 64 and PlayStation?
Is that the one I'm talking about?
Yeah, that's the one you're talking about. Oh man.
I don't know.
God
But
damn,
yeah,
Ready to
that
Rumble.
was-
Ready to Rumble
was
Ready to
so
Rumble.
good, dude.
God, it was in there. I knew it was in there.
Ready to Rumble was really fun.
All right, well, Let us know what your first video game or your favorite video game or the first video game you beat. And no,
Kirk is gonna be like, mine was chess.
wow, dude.
Hey, that's chess is probably the best way to go, anyways, dude. That shit makes your mind think.
I feel like you go out of your way just to call Kirk old sometimes.
You know what? That's because he's fucking cool. I wish people would call me old when I'm older because they think I'm cool.
Bro, you are old. Let's move on. Let's move on before G shoves his foot further in his mouth.
Love you, Kirk. Hi, Sally.
Round 4.
All right. Subject number 4.
Right.
It might not work really well with us because we fucking suck at doing this.
Okay.
I mean,
I don't know. I don't know what it is, so I can't answer.
Subject number 4 is podcast or music at the gym.
Oh, okay. So, like, if you go to the gym, would you rather listen to podcast? Honestly, man, I'm one of those very, very, very strange individuals
Who don't go to the gym.
Well, no, like a lot of people don't.
I try.
I'm just a smart one that doesn't have a gym membership and then not go. Unlike most people that have a gym membership and just don't go.
Go occasionally.
Okay, fine. I'll give you that.
I do the bare minimum. It's like, okay, well, it costs this much to get in. How many times do I have to go per month to make this work?
I did that when I had my ski pass. And surprisingly, it's like you have to go like 4 times to pay off your ski pass
Yeah,
in
but
an
skiing
entire
is
like
so much-
8 months.
Skiing is so much cooler.
Yeah, that's fair. Anyway, so it's like I don't like listening to music
I don't know.
doing anything.
So
I should say.
I don't know if this is like what you listen to or if it's like either or. So we can just do both.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't listen to music. I don't like listening to music when I do anything. I don't really like listening to music while driving.
It's weird. I fucking hate driving with them.
Yeah.
I'll blast that shit. Like, dude, give me your fucking aux. And you're like, no.
Yeah. I don't like listening to music while I'm driving. I don't like listening to music while I'm working, which he does all the time. But I mean, it doesn't like bother me. I just prefer to not do it. So yeah, I don't know. I'm weird.
I just don't like being alone with my thoughts. I need a song to tell me what my thoughts are.
That's fair.
Because sometimes I feel like. You're gonna go?
No, I thought you were in finish.
They're gonna go back and forth.
Oh, yeah.
All right, go.
Sometimes I feel like
I'm all alone.
the city, she loves me.
The city of Greeley.
Lonely as I am.
I don't know that actually.
Together we cry.
I don't ever wanna be.
It closed. It's another verse and then goes
I
on.
know. I just wanted to sing that. Anyways, I've never listened to podcasts while lifting.
Yeah.
That was never a thing of mine.
The only time I listen to podcasts are like, I guess I will add a caveat to when I said I don't listen to music while driving. If I'm on like a giant road trip,
You have to have
then you
music.
have to have something. So then I will say like, yeah, anything above like an hour, I'll probably listen to music. But I would listen to Dude, this is making my mouth water so hard.
It's good, isn't it?
Yeah. But I would prefer to listen to a podcast while I'm doing anything than music.
I just can't. If
Like in the shower, I listen to a podcast over music.
it's just asthma
Yeah.
of shower sounds.
He's like, shh.
As he's showering, he's actually taking a bath, but then he just puts like shower sounds to
Yeah.
make him feel like he's actually taking a shower.
Pretty much.
We live in that kind of world, though. I'm sure that's like
Yes,
a thing.
that somebody probably does that.
No. So yeah. So I guess if I definitely listen to music when I'm lifting, and I needed to be something that's like either upbeat or if I'm like when I used to like go like running on the treadmill, it had to be something that's like Bon Iver,
Okay.
like just something that's super mellow that has like a constant
yeah.
tempo that's just very much like
Yeah, I didn't know what you meant by that, but now I go.
I'm very like I'm fucking miserable. I need to listen to something that's gonna be like either like loud enough or like you can hear what's going on, not like loud like who's to feel like some Sealer shit. No, fuck that. Like I need But if I'm doing like any max lifts, I definitely need something that's going to be like hype. Which is like the one thing that I'm doing right now is The Weeknd's "Take My Breath." That song, dude, I can listen to like I'm like, all right, I need to get like 8 reps and I just don't feel like it. I put that on. I'm like, all right, let's
That's
fucking
fair.
do it.
Yeah.
Podcast.
I mean, I would listen. I would have headphones in, so people won't talk to me.
It's just whale sounds.
Yeah.
It's just gym noise.
I mean, dude, like dead ass. Like if I'm just listening to music as ambient noise, I listen to like classical or jazz.
Classical's fun, but I don't.
Yeah.
I mean, you probably live with classical. Classical is interestingly like fucking epic in certain situations. Like if you're just like,
I just don't like the like in like spaces like that. It's just always loud, and my ears are a little sensitive.
yeah, they are.
Yeah.
He's like losing hearing bad, people.
I'm not losing hearing bad.
we like low-key-
You're losing hearing
We low-key
bad.
did like an ear test yesterday.
No.
A hearing test yesterday.
No. You're misrepresenting. You did a frequency test, which is completely different than a hearing test.
Oh, his frequency sucks.
Yeah, and your hearing sucks.
What?
There's a difference.
There's not a difference.
Yes, there is.
It's all the
I
same.
can't hear certain frequencies. Everything for you just has to be super loud.
No, mine's just selective.
I guess.
I'm like a fucking husky.
You're like you're husky.
Yeah, just no. Russ is actually pretty good.
Yeah.
More like Dakota. R.I.P. Not Dakota. Like a dog named Dakota.
Oh, like Dakota's dog?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wolf.
Woof. Dakota, age 30. Sorry, we're talking about you a lot, Dakota.
I guess if you were to lift and listen to podcasts, what would be like a podcast you would listen to while lifting?
Probably Joe Rogan, because that shit just pisses me off sometimes.
I mean, I'm not against good old Joe.
Well, I'm not against Joe Rogan. I'm against some of the guests he has who just say, like, I was listening to this dude the other day, and I listen to Joe Rogan all the time, surprisingly, for how much it pisses me off. But he was like he owns like land somewhere in like Alaska or some
Oh,
shit
is this
like
the guy
that.
with the bones?
Yeah, it's a bone guy.
Fucking Armando loves this dude.
And I was just like, dude, you're so full of shit. Like, you have no idea what the fuck you're talking about.
You go to his Instagram,
You're
though.
just saying words.
If you go to his Instagram though, you see some fucking crazy shit, dude.
Yeah,
So-
man. And like, he just lucked into buying property with like this fucking massive graveyard on it. And he's acted like he's like the leading bone expert in woolly mammoths. And he doesn't know shit. I'm just like, what the fuck, dude?
I love people that.
See, like, look how hot I got right there.
I love how people get lucky with like some type of success and they think they know everything, but it's just like, no, dude, you got really lucky. Like
Yeah.
that has happened. Anyways,
That happens a lot. I know, like, now we're in like coming to our mid 30s. We have people that are around our age that like lucked into something and they're just like, oh, I'm rich, that therefore I'm successful and smart. I'm like, nah, man, you became a real estate agent at like 20 and
right before the market.
yeah,
went
right
to
before
shit.
the market went to shit. And then as it recovered, that's when you were ready and sold all your shit. But it's fine.
Anyways,
It's fine. I'm not venting anymore.
but yeah, no, Joe
Fucking
Rogan.
bone guy pissed me off, Joe.
Yeah, no, fucking Armando loved it. He like went to his Instagram. He's like, I kind of want to buy some of this shit. I was like, don't do it, dude.
It's a fucking scam.
But also, yeah, okay. So I will leave this at this since we're talking about podcast. Joe Rogan's not bad.
Yeah.
Again, it does depend on who his guest is, but he has a guest that I'm intrigued to listen to.
I listen to his like comedian guests
He
all
does
the time.
really well at like bringing out the guests' vulnerability and making them comfortable in the podcast. Which honestly, like that shit's hard. It's not easy to do. I mean, I've been trying to crack Chris and his deep thoughts for years, and I can't do it.
I wasn't listening. What?
Yeah, exactly. These frequencies are all off.
But
But music is definitely hip hop when it comes to gym.
yeah.
But you're not a hip head.
I do like hip hop. It's just very selective hip hop.
Yeah.
Like we were talking the other day. Like I really liked Kid Cudi's first, his Man on the Moon Part 1 and 2. I like
It's not really hip hop though, is it?
it. Kind of is.
It's like more R&B ish.
I definitely think it's hip hop.
No, that one's hip hop. Yeah,
That's definitely hip hop.
Sorry, I was thinking of Frank Ocean.
What?
Yeah, I confuse them a lot for some reason.
That's what you get after that. How you get Kid Cudi and Frank Ocean confused?
I don't know. They came out at the same time, and I just think of a potato flew around.
Like I'd understand if you get like
day.
311 and like Slightly Stoopid confused, or like Pepper.
But I would get 311 and Third Eye Blind confused just because of the names. Like who else is it? Motley Crue and
What about Three Doors Down? You get them confused?
with 3 Days Grace. Yes.
Jesus Christ.
There's so many threes in all these things. Who's Matchbox 20? I actually confused Matchbox 20 with 3 Doors Down.
Rob Thomas is in Matchbox 20.
Or Matchbox 20 with 3 Doors Down.
It's 3 a.m. I must be lonely.
And then the guy's I'm here without you. It's very similar.
Yeah, it's not. We just sing it similar because we can't sing.
Well, someone can't sing.
Well,
His name
one
is
of
G.
us gets paid for it. So
His name is Chris. Moving on.
Final round.
All right, Chris.
all right, G.
What's next?
The final subject for this wonderful episode 106. Thank you guys again for tuning in. The final subject is favorite childhood toy.
Oh, God.
Favorite childhood toy.
Why are you bringing me back to my childhood, man?
Because you were abused, and I think it's hilarious.
I wasn't abused
Mentally.
physically. I was definitely abused. I don't know. Okay, I don't even know. Okay, I love my parents. I
Don't
love my
fucking say.
family.
Don't fucking say like I was poor, so my favorite toy was a stick.
No. It was fucking just sand.
Jesus Christ.
Now, my parents are wonderful and they're awesome. They tried their best, but some of their methods I just wasn't happy with.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, in retrospect,
Like I'm good with them now. Like we're chill with Gucci.
yeah, but I mean, in retrospect, like, yeah, I'm pretty sure a lot of people's parents sucked.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll talk about that, and that's a different thing. But all right, first toy, favorite toy.
Yeah, I asked you.
I have to think about this, dude.
Oh, Jesus, come on, dude. You know what a favorite toy?
I just go back. I'm like,
Yeah. So I'll start off with the favorite toy that I almost had.
that's way more depressing than not having it at all.
Yeah.
Dude.
So my aunt bought me a RC motorcycle car. Well, it's not a motorcycle car, but it's like an RC car, but it's a motorcycle.
I'm kind of listening because I'm trying to think of what my favorite toy is.
Yeah. So I had it for probably, oh man, I want to say like she bought it for my birthday. So I probably had it for like 3 months and then it got cold. So I couldn't use it anymore. But while I was using it, my parents wouldn't let me drive it in the street. So I literally had to drive it on like this little back patio space. And because it was a motorcycle, like you have to go straight. Otherwise it doesn't work. So it literally had to go straight. It hit the garage. I'd pick it up, come back, go straight, hit the garage. And that was me playing with it. And then I did that for 3 months. And I thought it was awesome. And then I put it away for the winter. Then all of a sudden, when the summer comes around, I unpack it and the battery is missing all of a sudden. The battery in the remote control just disappeared. Yeah. Ain't that some shit? Parents.
Oh fuck. I was like,
Yeah. That would have been my favorite
man,
toy.
you guys probably just hate my family now that I tell you all these stories. I love my family, and it is what it is.
Yeah, mine. I'll give mine a 3 out of 10.
That just reminded me of there's one time I found a cat. Such a fucking left turn.
I know this story though. I know this
This is
story.
such a fucking left turn.
Oh god.
Oh, this isn't even a toy. But we found a cat, and it was like the Mexican way is like, quick, go get the weenies, and we just like fed it, so it just stayed. And then it turns out the cat was like pregnant, and so it had like kittens, and so we took care of the kittens, and then one day they were just all gone. Like I'm pretty sure my mom like took them and drove them like across like town and just like dropped them off.
Yeah.
Because she fucking hated cats.
That's fair.
See, I promise you guys, my family's wonderful. They really are.
Dude, I also got a bunch of like Nerf guns, but
I
all the darts would go missing.
Yeah, so I couldn't have any guns. My family was very like that, which I'm actually kind of okay with. Like I was really
Nerf guns are sick.
like I was fine with like we didn't have any we couldn't have any like violent games. We couldn't have any toy guns, any toy knives, anything like that. No knives in general.
See, this is what like
I don't mind it. I honestly don't mind it.
my parents were the same way, except I had brothers that were 11 and 13 years older than me.
Yeah,
So they bought me all the cool shit.
we did once,
But they just disappeared.
my grandfather once did buy a pump action BB gun. Because he was in charge, and this is probably where I'm getting like all the stupid shit from now. I just think about it. Is like he used to run this like event at the Our Lady of Peace here in Greeley. That was called Academia. It's pretty much like a carnival, and he had the guns because he was going to use them as like
a game, like
Yeah.
pop the balloons or some shit.
And so we just like would shoot the BB guns in the back of my yard, and like my mom would never find. I mean, I'm sure she probably knew once or twice, but no, she probably wouldn't have because she would have like lost her shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, we like once like shot a window, just like ran, put it away, just like we're gonna just not do anything for the rest of the day.
That's when you know you're fucking up. It's like, why are the kids not doing anything?
Yeah.
What's broken?
We used to throw and that's the thing is I think I didn't really have toys growing up. Like I did, but nothing that kind of stands out. The only thing I'll probably say was my PS1 that I got. I use that shit like all the time. Like I said, beat Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3. Had a memory card that was like 5 megabytes, which is fucking crazy to think about nowadays.
That is, yeah.
And then we moved, and I'm pretty sure my mom threw it away because she got mad at me. So
That's fair.
So there's that. But
Dude, I just realized that my aunt, shout out Laura, you don't listen to these because you suck.
but shout out.
But shout out. She bought me all kinds of fucked up toys that like are not okay now. Like she bought me like a smelting set. So like you drop in these little like beads into like this battery operated like pretty much crucible thing. You melt them and you pour and cast little objects out of them.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
And it's like, why are they giving these to kids unsupervised?
That's kind of cool.
Because I was literally sitting in my room just like casting all this shit, like on the floor, laying on my stomach, kicking my legs in the air. And I'm like,
is it weird that I pictured you like how you look now, Deuce, doing that?
I mean,
I feel like you haven't aged. Since,
if I did that, if I had that toy, I'd probably do that exactly the same.
you know what you should get? An easy bake oven in here
Yeah.
just to have it.
My niece got an easy bake oven and like, it's not as cool as people like the commercials made it out
No, it
to be.
definitely wasn't.
Like the newer ones definitely fucking sucked. Also, my niece can't cook. Shout out Celeste, you suck.
So just an air fryer?
Yeah.
Just get an air fryer.
Yeah, just get an air fryer.
Air fryer, bake oven.
Yeah, I don't know. I went kind of hard because I had my daughter when I was pretty young. So like all the shit that I thought was cool, I like bought for her because she wanted it. I was like, hell yeah, you want this $100 Lego set? Let's fucking do it.
See, I wish I grew
Let's
up on
build
Legos.
this Death
Legos
Star,
would've been
motherfucker.
So cool to grow up with.
Yeah, Legos were sick.
Oh god damn it! Now I'm just depressed.
Yeah, well,
It's fine.
I can go buy you some Legos there, big guy.
I don't
You want some Legos?
No,
You want some Legos?
I want another camera.
Yeah, we do.
My
need-
my taste
we
has gone
just
so
bought
much worse.
another camera, so we need another camera.
My taste has just gotten worse. No, I mean, yeah, toys were cool, but I think most of my time was spent just like either like by myself, like at the church group, or with whatever friends I would make in the neighborhood that were allowed to come over, and I was over to go over to them.
I guess if this counts, like my skateboard and my scooter were probably the most used toys.
Yeah, I guess I will say there was this one bike that was given to me.
Oh, and I guess bikes too.
there was a bike that was given to me by this guy. I forget his name, and he passed away from.
Michael.
It was something close to that, but he actually passed away from mouth cancer, like a few years after we like moved. But he gave me this like Red Wing bike. No, there's like a famous
Got
like
nothing.
bike line that he gave me like the body for, and we just had to buy everything else for it. And my dad was like, "Yeah, let's do it." So that was pretty fun. But then it got stolen, and then my dad got really mad at me
Because you stole it from
'cause-
yourself.
No, because I didn't put it away apparently. So
Oh, okay.
you know how
But
that
it's like,
goes.
yeah, you didn't put it away, but they broke into the garage. Well, you didn't lock the garage.
Yeah, right.
Well, they cut the chain. Well, you didn't get a good enough chain.
Wrong kid, dad.
We got kind of sad there. It was supposed to be like a happy topic, and all of our shit was
You
kind
brought
of
up his
sad.
childhood, man. My childhood fucking sucked. It was like
Oh,
boring.
fuck. That was kind of sad.
Okay. So no, again, I do love my parents. I'm totally fine with the way I grew up because I am who I am now, and that's not too bad.
I don't think so.
But yeah, I just didn't do much growing up in my childhood. It was a lot more of like what my parents were doing. So I didn't really like. I mean, I wasn't like Michael Jackson where I didn't like do any childhood shit.
Yeah.
But I also wasn't like Chris. Like,
But also,
fucking-
like, we did grow up in that last bastion of like playing outside with neighborhood kids.
yeah.
So it's like,
Mine was very selective though. That's what
Yeah.
sucks. Like my parents, with all reasoning, they were very scared of the world out there because it was such a world that they didn't know.
nah.
So I get it. Like I totally do. But if I ever have kids,
I mean, I wasn't allowed to play outside until my parents moved to the house they live in now. And that was in like second grade, I think, or third grade or something like that.
my favorite thing that I did was we would throw snowballs over our house and try to hit cars that were passing by.
Oh, that's fair. We played catch over my house a lot with footballs.
Yeah.
That was fun.
God, being a kid was so cool.
Yeah.
Look at us now with responsibilities and
I mean, I'd still
shit.
play catch over my house.
I really want to break a window and not feel bad about it.
I have a story for you here.
Well, I guess we'll just stop at DVD Extra. So make sure you guys check it out. Thank you guys again for tuning in. If you guys like these, make sure you tell your friends about it. We're trying to get some more people to watch these. And if you don't like them, well then why the fuck are you watching? Just fucking
Please
stop.
keep watching though.
Yeah, but yeah, I guess I'm not asking why. Shout out to Germany. Whoever's watching in Germany, we do appreciate you. Please,
I haven't checked your analytics. Are you still watching?
Please message us on however platform because we would love to know who you are and give you a shout out. Maybe even call you and get you on the show because that'd be really awesome.
Because we figured out how to do that now.
Yes,
And
we're-
we abuse it anytime we can.
Absolutely. So thank you guys again for tuning in. Like, comment, subscribe. Spotify, Amazon Music, Google Play, all the fun stuff. Pandora, iHeartRadio, YouTube. We're definitely on YouTube, so make sure you guys check it out. Thank you guys again so much. We'll see you for DB Extras this Friday.